So, what were you struggling with before joining Sustainable?
I think mainly was nutrition and keeping that, I suppose, accountability. And I think, you always know what to do. Well, you think you know what you're doing, but there's so many voices, so much information. It's like, it gets confusing, doesn't it? Your head gets a bit all over the place. So it's just then, working with you has helped. I haven't cut back loads. It's just working with, finding the right flow, I suppose.
I think when we first spoke, you were like, I am eating relatively well. You were already training
I
really
thought I was, yeah.
consistently. Yeah, and it's amazing, isn't it, when you sort of actually narrow into it a little bit more,
Yeah.
you're almost not aware of like the extra bits and pieces that are going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I don't think we've made loads of changes, but it just needed a few tweaks from you and your knowledge. And the scale, honestly, the scale hadn't moved for years. And it was just frustrating. You think you're in that just cycle, like going to the gym every day, you think you're eating healthy, you think you're tracking the right things, but actually, a few tweaks and yeah, there we are.
Yeah. And what surprised you the most? Because you have still had quite a lot of social stuff on while doing
Yeah.
it. You've not had to totally restrict. Has that surprised you that you've been able to
Yeah,
still do that and
yeah. And I
maintain?
think we've definitely learned along the journey. That's probably where I had to learn the most, and adapt the most, but not even to fully. Like, I haven't cut back, I haven't stopped going out, I've still done it, but I've learned how to do it so it doesn't then ruin the hard work that you put in through the week. And I think the first couple of weeks I'd, do a great week, and then the weekend would come, and then the Monday would be like, oh, you could see that spike, which was then frustrating. But yeah, again, just a few little tweaks on how to navigate it and how to manage it that's just what I needed. And I
Yeah.
think then that gives you more of a push when well, actually, I don't have to not go to that, or I don't have to cut out that. You have to make changes, of course you do, but I have the things that I like to do, and I don't. I wanted to learn how to navigate that in my life going forward instead of just cutting out completely just to get, quicker results potentially.
Yeah.
But then how do you then introduce that back in? I wanted to learn how to carry on living like that.
How's it fitted around? Because obviously you have a busy life, right? You're working, you've got kids, you've got a social life. Like, how is that fitted in around all of that?
I think that the nutrition side of things doesn't. In fact, it makes it easier having things prepped. You know what you're eating. I generally eat very similar things throughout the week. Shopping's probably got a bit cheaper because you eat very similar, like, it's
Yeah,
got
I
easier
like
to do that. It's
rubbish.
easier to navigate the nutritional side, time saving with you having the program mapped out for me in the app, knowing where you're at. That obviously, you just make it work and you just fit it in. So
And you're £10 down or over £10. How are you feeling like in clothes, like noticing those visible changes now?
oh, I feel so much more confident. People have commented and that people are noticing, which is always quite a nice thing. I think I said to you in one of my check-ins a couple of weeks ago, I actually went and bought a pair of white jeans, which I wouldn't have done for years. So, wearing white jeans is quite a big thing. Obviously feel confidence from within, otherwise I wouldn't have done that. That makes me happy.
It's those moments, isn't it? Because although we originally want to like chase this number on a scale, but actually it's the moments where you can go out and do stuff like that without
Yeah.
really even second thinking it and being able to just buy what you want.
Like, I think
Yeah.
you just have to be confident in what you're wearing, because that makes the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally, absolutely. And have you noticed like difference, I guess, outside of just like scale victory, like energy levels, like how do you feel on a
Yeah.
day-to-day basis?
Yeah, energy is, yeah, much better. If I, you know, and I think that's definitely down to nutrition. Because even if you have, you know, the odd day where things aren't perfect, you definitely feel it. And I think skin's clearer, energy's better. I love going to the gym in the morning. That's my thing. It puts me in a better mood
Yeah.
anyway. So
And we've done a lot of work on like your form and things like that and like lifting heavy, but like making sure that our form and stuff's good. Like, did you find that helpful with being able to send in the form videos and actually get
yeah, absolutely. So I have, I've worked out for years. It wasn't a new thing for me, the working out. And I thought I was doing everything, you know, like fine. I thought my form was fine. So to learn that it wasn't, 100%, and knowing that actually just changing the way that you do something and you're feeling the muscle and then you feel it the next day,
Yeah.
that's a massive change and a massive help.
It's all here.
It benefits much more for doing that, to get your feedback and go, oh, just, change the way that you do that slightly, just bring you up, has really helped. Because what's the point of going if you're not going to do it? If you're not performing it right,
Really good as well. And yeah, overall, those first couple of weeks are always like a little bit of teething weeks, and then you settle into it, and you've just done amazing at just, results after results coming in. I'm really proud and happy with your progress. And yeah, I can't wait to see what more you continue to achieve and build on
Yeah.
from here. If another woman in your position was watching this and thinking, like, I just do not have the capacity to do that, nothing works for me, like, what would you say to
That
that?
is definitely where I was. I just thought, oh, it's because I'm nearly 40. I thought it was this, that. But it's not. It's just, you just need a little bit of guidance to make it work for you. Yeah, I think there's so many people saying different things on what you should and shouldn't do. It gets a bit of a mess in your head, like, oh, should I not drink coffee then? Or like just different things that you hear, and you're like, oh, maybe that's just me, and maybe it's because I'm a bit busy and stressed, but it's not. It's just a few little tweaks on probably nutrition, and then so definitely just seek Hannah out for some help, because yeah, it's really helped me.